Exactly.
Coronavirus.
Shit is real. So, all right, good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for joining Quarantine Time with Katie. I do have my darling niece with me, Hayden, today. It's April vacation, and she loves and adores Xavier, so she wanted to join in on this interview. So we got to show her the ropes, tell her a little bit about what we do and all of that behind the scenes, right? Yeah. Okay, and you're going to help with the interview questions? Sure. Okay, perfect. So today we have Xavier Everson, one of my dear, dear friends and phenomenal artist. So we want to talk a little bit about what he's been doing during this quarantine and also what's been happening in his life anyway. So take it away, X.
Hey, how you doing? So this is like take 48 of
This one has audio, yes.
of our interview, but it's always nice talking to Caden Old, and now Hayden. But yeah, no, I'm an artist, also a teacher. I went to Emmanuel College from upstate New York, lived in Boston, now living in China, even though I'm not there now. And yeah, just trying to, keep my mind sharp and get through these quarantine times with everything going on. It's hectic.
Absolutely. So to keep your mind a little busy and all of that, what are you doing right now to stay on top of that so you don't go crazy?
During the whole quarantine process, I paint, I'm studying Spanish, I'm working out, but I'm currently at this exact moment, besides interviewing with you, I'm painting. And I'm working on client pieces and pieces for my new collection for this year.
That's awesome.
So, yeah.
Excellent. So talking about your collection pieces from this year, I heard that you call it the pink period. So if you want to explain to us the inspiration behind that and what is happening in the world of the pink period phase.
Yeah, so my pink period, so basically I'm inspired by a lot of artists. I'm inspired by any artist. There's street artists, classical art, impressionists, whatever. I seem to take more inspiration from art history after college, not during. I always used to fall asleep during art history class and in college, but after, I don't know, I took to it so much more, probably because I was doing so much more painting after, which is ironic, but I'm inspired by Pablo Picasso, and he had all these different color periods and all these other different periods too. Not just colors, but I got inspired by that. It's one of my favorite artists. So this year is the pink period. And pink is this year is the year of love for me. Not in love, not at the moment, at least not with anybody in particular. It's just about love in general. I feel like the world needs more love, especially with all the pandemic and everything going on. And I decided to use pink because red, even though red is symbolizes love but it's passionate. Red is also like an aggressive color, and when I think of like true love, it's very vulnerable, and I wanted to show that in my art. I wanted my art to be vulnerable, and I want you to love it, but sympathize with it, relate to it in any way. So that's why it's called the pink period, and that's why I chose pink for this year.
So I see a little bit of pink over there. So I was going to say, can you show us what you're working on, or is it top?
Yeah, I'll show you. So like I said, it's the pink period. So all my pieces are going to highlight the color pink, and I'm showing different forms of love, not only using pink, but in like statue form. So this is the one I'm currently working on at the moment. If I can switch the camera. Oh, there it is. It's the first time using Zoom, actually. So
nice.
This is
so adorable.
This is the pink period. I'm currently working on this piece here. I need to do the background as well, but it's a puppy, and it's breaking out of a statue form of itself. So I'm working on the statue part. I finished pretty much the puppy and the fur. So I'm working on that, and then I'll finish the background. So this piece is going to be called Puppy Love. So, just letting your imagination go. And what do you think?
What do you
so
think,
far.
Hayden?
I think it's so adorable.
Thank you. I felt like for this year, and also like I do pieces that are very like in some way they could be one dimensional, but I want to also some pieces like people to really like love and pop out, and who doesn't love dogs? So I thought this would be a great
Absolutely.
piece to
That's
do.
actually one of the only reasons that Hayden is on this interview with us right now is because
Is it blurry?
no, it's super clear. But the reason why she's on here, not only does she love and adore you, Mr. X-Man, but I showed her a sneak peek of the Puppy Love painting, and she's like, I need to buy that from X. I love it so much. And I told her that we would probably look at it today during our conversation, so that's why she wanted to join us. So,
well, I'm happy to show you. Yeah, so I'm working, like I said, I'm working on the statue part right now. It's tough because this is honestly one of the hardest pieces I've ever done, actually, because I'm combining two different textures on one. So I had to make this read as a statue while having this read as fur. So I don't know if I'm doing a good job with it so far, but I'm still working on it.
no, it's amazing. I love it. And just even the detail in the face with all of the fur and the creases and all of that stuff, I think is extraordinary. So
thank you.
good job.
So this is the second piece that I'm working on. I can also
ask. Yes. Okay. Do you have any other pieces from the pink period that you can show us today? Or
yeah,
all right.
yeah. So the first one that I've completed is this piece here. So here we go. So this piece here.
That is amazing. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
This one, I think I'm gonna call it Lasting Love. I'm still working on the title, but it's pretty much about everlasting love, forever love, love that lasts forever, and for a long time. And the models in this particular piece are my parents. So for this piece, I wanted to, I don't know if you know the history of the Statue of Liberty, but it started off as a bright copper color, and over time, as it weathered the storm, many storms and years and decades going by, it turned to this beautiful turquoise color. So, when you think of lasting love, or like marriage or anything, it changes. But, depending on how strong you are, it gets better and stronger over time. So I thought that would be very appropriate for marriage and lasting love. So I decided to create this image and this structure of like Statue of Liberty-esque painting with a goldish heart bleeding onto the wrists of my parents' hands.
That's phenomenal. I love it. Sorry, Hayden had to run away for a quick second. So,
sorry.
Yeah, I know, because my brother's leaving for work right now, so she wanted to say goodbye to him. But what do you think of this painting? So this is actually Xavier's parents, and they're painted like the Statue of Liberty.
That's cool. I like it.
Isn't it cool? What's your favorite part about that painting?
Like it kind of looks like the Statue of Liberty, and I love all the patterns in the background and stuff.
Oh, it's great that you noticed that the pattern. So also for this collection, I wanted it to be very abstract. As I've been doing more research and stuff, I also wanted to stretch my skill set and stretch what I'm doing. And I've learned that a lot of people respond very well to abstract work. So I thought it'd be cool to do some like cool patterns in the background and not just everything realistic. So in the background, I have some very flat colored patterns in the background, but I also have the images or symbols of a heart, diamond, spades, and clovers, which are also the four suits of a card. And when I think of that, I think of like kings and queens. So like king and queen of a card. So you have these parents, they're married, they're king and queen of their domain. So I thought it was cool to add that little like attribute into this painting as well.
Absolutely. And I love the fact that you have so much going on in the background, but yet it still doesn't take away from the main objective of this painting of having your parents in the forefront, which is really nice. So the colors and everything is really intriguing, but it's still your main focal point is literally of your parents on here. So I just thought it's really nice because it's hard to take something like this with so much detail to give it a flat background. I feel like it wouldn't give the painting any justice. So it's actually really interesting. Yeah.
I'm glad you noticed that too, because that's exactly what I wanted to do, and that's what I want to do for all of my people. Like I want my pieces to be busy. I want things to be going on. I want them to be super detailed, a lot going on, but whatever is the main subject, I want that to be the main focus. So I don't want it to take away, but I want it to add to it, complement it. So that's why I thought by highlighting different pinks, different shades and tints of pinks, but not taking away from the main feature of the piece is important. So I'm glad you noticed that. That was great. I executed what I needed to get done.
Yes, absolutely, for sure. No, I mean, we've talked about this, like X said, we've had some technical issues, so this is actually the third time talking about it, but I kind of never gets tired talking about it because it's such a fantastic piece. So thank you for showing us. And
yeah, it allows me to work on, talking about it for the future when it's in galleries and things like that. So I have no problem talking about it. And actually next to it is another piece. I did this for my mom. It's a picture of her sister, my aunt, who passed away a few years ago. And she loved puzzles. So I made her into her own puzzle, and she's coming to life in the puzzle. So
that's extraordinary. And it's nice to be able to keep her memory alive and her passions and her hobbies and all of that, to capture some of her in this, I feel like doesn't do too much justice, but it's really nice to pay tribute to her and have that hang in your house as well too. So
thank you. So yeah, that's what's going on. We had it hanging up, but the hook was kind of weird, so we took it down until we find a better hook. But the whole living room is basically my art studio. I've been going crazy during this quarantine with a total of 10 pieces done, working on my 11th piece now. So
nice. And speaking of things that have been hanging on the wall, Hayden has something to show us as well.
Oh, let me see. Let me take a look at this. Hey, yeah.
So
how do you feel about that piece? Who did that piece, by the way?
You did it, and I really love it.
Can you talk about why we have this piece?
Because I love Lady Gaga, and she's one of my favorite singers.
And where is this?
It's in Fenway Park.
Yeah.
Why is it important to us?
Because that was my first concert I've ever been to.
Nice.
Yeah, so we asked Xavier, well, I did, I should say, to commission this piece for Hayden, which I gave it to her this past Christmas, but in order to commemorate all the good memories, because I love Lady Gaga and I love Hayden, love Fenway Park. It's one of my favorite places. And just
there's a lot of love going on.
There's so much love. I know, and there's a little bit of pink because of her lips in there. So I think maybe that was like, the little preface to the painting.
The little highlight,
Yes,
just a little
absolutely.
touch.
So I think with that as well too, it's just nice. You can see the diversity of Xavier's work, both of, celebrities to animals to loved ones. You could just see the diversity of his portfolio and what he's done. But we did have to take this off the wall today just to highlight, just because we do have junior interviewer here who's actually a recipient of one of your artworks. So
I appreciate it. I'm really thankful. More thankful than you are for the piece. I'm thankful that you wanted a piece from me. You could have got it anywhere else. So
yeah, I really like handmade, not bought, but made for me, or it's not just a random painting you can just pick up at a store.
Yeah.
So it was handmade. It's a one of a kind, right?
Yeah.
So we know the good person to do that for us for next time too. What were you gonna say? Sorry.
Yeah. And actually, I did that piece. I remember I did that piece right before I had a show in Hong Kong, and I did that piece in the mix of doing other pieces. So I did actually a couple pieces in the mix of. So I was busy. I was getting busy that time for that month. So I found some time to get something done for a good friend of mine. So.
Aww. Good friends, huh? I know we miss seeing you every Monday night playing basketball and all that.
I wish Hoop and Hop was still a thing.
Me too. Now that I wish just going outside and meeting people was a still thing right now. But no, I found a way to replace it, but I do miss those times. So I have my own version of Hoop and Hop. So basically, for Katie's viewers, Hoop and Hop. When I used to live in Boston, me and another friend, we used to live in Boston. We used to play in this basketball league that happened on Monday nights, and after literally every Monday night game, we would go to IHOP. Never failed. We would always go.
And Scoop and Hop.
Yeah,
Right
hence, and
there.
then we named we nicknamed it Hoop and Hop. I'm gonna have to come up with like a restaurant or something one day and call it Hoop and Hop. Different things. But we should have like screens where you can watch TV and stuff, watch games. That would be dope. But yeah. So now that I live in China, I'm not in China at the moment. But I've been living there the last couple of years. I do my own version of Hoop and Hop, but it's with dodgeball. So they have this really nice indoor arena called Cages, and basically there's baseball cages, basketball, you can do whatever. They have huge sports TVs, and they have this indoor arena, and you play dodgeball in there every Monday and Thursdays. But typically people go there on Mondays. So that's been my new version of Hoop and Hop. I go there and I eat good food. Knock people out in the face. Do all that with dodgeball. So it's
my favorite things: knocking people out and eating good food.
You enjoy the food better when you knock someone out. So
exactly, it hits the spot a little bit better.
Oh yeah, it hits the spot after I hit some spots.
Yeah, so. I love it. I know Hoop and Hop is like. I've been sharing memories with the boys. So Xavier's actually seen some today, but there's a bunch of memories that keep popping up of our crew that would either go every Monday night or play every Monday night. And, some memories have been popping up over the last couple of years. So it's sad, but that just means that we have to have a reunion again soon. But with that being said, at least all of us are back in the U.S. right now. So the chances
locked down.
Yes, exactly.
We're all back in the U.S.
We're all back here, but we still can't meet up. But with that being said, I think the opportunity for us to have a reunion is just a little bit more achievable now that we're actually all stateside. So you can't go back to China until we all have you have to come back to Boston. You got to get
out. Hey, I'm gonna let y'all know as soon as those borders open. Though I'm back. I'm back over. I love the quarantine. Actually, this whole thing is sad. This whole situation is sad. But I'm appreciative of being here with my family. I've seen a few friends before everything got locked down. But I miss the independence. I miss going outside. I miss hanging out with people. But with that being said, I have found ways to keep my mind sharp, be productive, and things like that. So I feel like during this time, people just need to do that. They need to work on themselves, invest on being better. That way, when it comes out, they're not too far, behind. Because they say it takes like 21 days to start a new habit. And I think once, it's been a full month of bad habits now. People just watching Netflix, probably getting up late. So when work, school, whatever starts back up, it's gonna hit a lot of people hard. So
So, which is why I'm trying to get Hayden up early, even though she's on April vacation, but to stay productive and active and all of that. So.
I still sleep in late, even though she tries to wake me up.
She did sleep in. I try to get her to read a book when I'm doing my work.
Hey, it's good to do that sometimes.
Yes.
I ain't mad at you.
I know. I was trying to read stuff for work today, and she's on TikTok. I'm like, sweetie, just read a book for a little bit. But she refused, so she went downstairs and ate pancakes instead. But
I was this close to downloading TikTok one time. No, I was like, nah, I'm good.
She downloaded it.
I just downloaded it. I don't even have any videos. We were going to do the Tootsie slide, and we didn't come up. We went to bed instead. So Drake better watch out, because once we put that up.
Oh, it's over. Viral.
Yeah.
Viral.
Coronaviral.
That was good.
Thank you. So you're working on the collection piece right now. And when we did our last recordings, you were actually working on 2 different paintings. We had Jackie Robinson. We also had Muhammad Ali. Is there anything outside of the Pink Period collection that you are working on that you can share with us? Or is it
As of right now, I've had a few people ask, but no one, nowadays I don't start pieces until I get a half deposit. That's just
very smart.
I've had too many issues in the past. So people who have been doing it during this quarantine, they've given me a deposit, and that's when I start. So until then, I'm working on my pieces. Until they give me something, then I know they're serious, and then I'll start. But just collection pieces for now. Muhammad Ali and Kobe and Jackie Robinson have all been delivered. They've loved the pieces. Feel free to check them out too on my Instagram. My Instagram is at your1x, which is at YOURNUMBER1X. I have all my pieces that I've done from the most recent to oldest. I have some pieces that I've done in college in my senior year there too. So that's way at the beginning.
Pulling it up right now. She follows you anyway, but she's pulling up your IG page right now. So if you want to show the people, yep, it's not UR, it's just regular UR.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. She was writing UR. Yeah. Even though he just spelled it for us, but it's all right. She wasn't paying attention. She was busy. But yes.
It's all good.
No, so yes, she follows you anyway and checks out the artwork and all that. So
yeah, I'm sorry I look rough right now.
It's all right.
It's one of those days.
We all looked cute first interview. We looked all right.
Yeah, I actually had on a pink shirt that matched the collection.
I know. Yeah. And my hair was done. I'm like, I got mermaid vibes. I got the new hair color going on.
I know. Okay, Ariel. Okay.
Right? Yeah. Starring on that new production on Netflix. Just all right. So, I'm just gonna get straight to the chase. I have random questions for you last time.
Yeah.
I have a new random question for you, though.
Okay. We spicing it up. All right.
All right. This is a bit random.
All right.
Maybe I have 2 questions, actually, for you. All right.
Let's hear it.
First one, if you had the opportunity to go one of 2 places, where would you choose to go? Would you rather go to space or would you go to the bottom of the ocean, and why?
Man, I feel like both places would be really cool to go just to say you've been. I probably would. It just depends. I don't want to be up there or down there for too long because I know when they be going to space, they be going for like 6 months to a year, even longer. So if I can go up there for like a week and be good, I think I would choose space more. The thought of overlooking, being in that, outer space, seeing the stars, seeing the world from that angle would be amazing. I don't want to go down in the ocean that deep. Just seeing too many horror films, things happening wrong, going down there, and what they say with black people can't swim. So being that far down, nah, I'm good. I think I'll go to space.
Right into that stereotype. You're like, I can swim, but I can't swim.
Yeah.
I
could just swim, lowercase swim. No, yeah. I can't. No. I think I'll go to space more. What about you? What would you choose? What would y'all choose?
Hayden's got Peppa Pig pulled up over here.
So yeah.
If we could, let's see. I don't know if the exposure, if you can really see it, people. Nope, it's not really happening. But one of Xavier's pieces celebrating the pig. There's all different types of pigs with golden coins.
From Toy Story, Piglet, and Peppa,
and then a real pig.
Yeah,
that's so awesome. So she's stalking your page right now. So everybody needs to go follow X. Speaking of,
go follow me. Check me out.
All right, good.
Buy my work.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm dope.
You are dope. That's why we love you so much, Uncle X. Okay, so that was kind of like the serious random question.
Mm-hmm.
But the random question I have for you. Okay.
I'm ready for it all.
what condiment would you choose to shoot out of your belly button and why?
What? Shoot out what?
She asked me the same question.
Yeah. So let's X answer first. Yeah.
I don't know if I want anything. I don't even like when they be tickling your belly button. Nah. I guess it doesn't matter. I guess it's whatever condiment suits, and it has to be a female, obviously. Suits that person, whatever they think tastes good, because it's not like I'm tasting it. So I guess whatever they want.
Yeah,
know?
this is a random question I found online. I was like, you know what? We're gonna go
That's
there.
funny.
So
That's funny.
tell Xavier what your answer was.
Ketchup.
And why?
I thought about that.
Yeah. What?
Because it looks like blood and I can scare people.
She wants to scare people. That's what she wants to do. So.
Hey, it's not gonna be too scary. It's gonna be even more scary when someone's licking your belly button. They think it's like a vampire or something going after your stomach.
Well, Jordan said her dad, because she likes chicken nuggets a lot, so at least she would have like her own like endless supply of ketchup, so she could just squirt it on her plate when she ate chicken nuggets. But
this is endless. Like it comes out no matter what.
Yeah. So if you
I don't know. Nah. I mean, I guess I would do ketchup because everyone, I would sell it. I wouldn't eat it, but I would sell it.
Yeah.
Profit from it. You know what I mean?
Never get high on your own supply,
Or barbecue sauce.
Yes.
Or barbecue sauce. Honey barbecue.
Okay. All right. See, we're making moves. Yes.
I
love it. That's so awesome. So at your number one X is where we can find your artwork, where we can buy your artwork. You ship, you deliver. What do you do? Tell us what
I do it all. Whatever, whatever I can. I've shipped internationally. I've done that once so far, but I know that'll happen more and more soon in the future. But I deliver, ship, mail, whatever's convenient, whatever's comfortable. You do pay for shipping, unless we work out an agreement or something. Every situation's different, but.
That's the nice thing about being independently employed, is that you can be a little bit more flexible and all of that.
Exactly. Until you better get your pieces now before I'm big, or it's they really gonna skyrocket. I'm reasonable now.
Yes. I paid a good penny for this one, but I know that it was the friends and family discount for Lady Gaga. But yes, no, because your progression over the last couple of years I've seen has been incredible. So I know that you're gonna keep up with this, and then you're gonna be the next Michelangelo or Picasso or something, that you're gonna have all these pieces hanging in museums, and you're gonna have your own buildings with the sky painted on it and all that crazy stuff.
That's the goal. The goal.
And you're not afraid of heights, right? So we can just like suspend you from the ceiling and you can paint.
You know what? I'm not gonna say I'm not afraid. I've learned to embrace different things. Like I want to go skydiving and stuff like that. It definitely creates some type of thrill. Like I'm like, oh, I don't know, but I'll still do it.
Okay.
So yeah, I try to, face my fears rather than run away from them.
That's awesome. Try to do that. And what are you fearful of? Spiders. Do you run away from them, or do you try to?
I run away. I hate spiders. They're creepy.
So you don't conquer your fear?
No, I don't want to. I love snakes. I just don't like spiders.
So you don't like spiders, but you like snakes?
Yes.
Man, I don't know. The kids these days, I don't know. Some people's kids, I don't know if I can.
I know. Tell Xavier what was in the attic today.
A flying squirrel, and I thought it was adorable.
A flying squirrel. Yep.
You know what? Well, they're taking back their world. With the earth healing itself now, they're taking back.
They're moving in. They better be paying the rent or something, because I'm like, come on, man. But it was like this big. It was actually pretty cute. I took a picture of it, but I'm like, don't.
Yeah, send that picture. I want to see that.
Absolutely. Yeah, but I'm like, unless you intend on paying rent, like this is like, even though this is an eviction-free period right now with this quarantine, You're
Yeah,
getting
you can't
a bro.
you can't be doing that to the squirrels.
No.
Can't be doing that.
Yeah. So thank you again, X. Really appreciate you taking the time to chat.
Yeah.
We want to make sure you get back to your work before the paint dries, but
Hey, no problem. No, I'm
love
glad.
you, miss you. Yeah.
Hopefully take, 90,000 this works.
Yes, and scene. No, just
End
kidding.
scene.
Yes, awesome. So what do you have to say to X? Oh, she got camera shy.
Yeah.
Well, you act like you don't know him.
It has been a while since I've seen her. I don't remember that.
Yeah, you're disappointing my millions and millions of
I know,
viewers right now.
all the viewers, everyone's watching right now.
Everybody.
Everybody.
What do you have to say to X before we end this? Nothing. Okay, she's just gonna stare. So
it's all good. Hayden, it's great to see you though. I really appreciate your time. I appreciate you interviewing. I got lucky enough to be interviewed by both of you. It's a blessing. It's a treat. You put me on the map.
Yes, absolutely. We're here. We're helping each other out. Everybody wants to succeed, and we're gonna help them get there, right? Yes. Wait, hold on. Before I even stop hitting record, tell Xavier what your favorite memory of him is. Do you have one? She's like,
playing the shy game.
I'm putting the ball on my finger, so it's.
Yeah. This is great times when I used to be a Globetrotter.
Yep. Iceman, right? So yes, X was a former Harlem Globetrotter.
Doing a little something, doing a little something. But that was a good time in my life.
No, that was awesome.
Actually, all times are good times in my life. I don't really have too many down moments.
Which is
I'm a positive person.
Just wait till you're my age. No, just kidding.
I know 40 years from now. No,
no, it's more what? 7 years. I'm 7 years older than you. Yeah.
Hey, you still thriving. You glowing.
That's right. It's
living your best life.
It's the green hair.
Got the She-Hulk thing going on.
Yes.
Got it going on. I see.
You're so awesome. So thanks again, and we'll chat with you soon.
Hey, I'll talk to you later.
All right, bye.